Welcome to the crack of dawn. I brought another outfit because, you know, we're doing 2 episodes of the cupcakes. But you know what? We didn't have time for that. Plus, it's such a great dress that we just figured, forget it. It's hard to hook up all these things, too. It takes a while. So what we're gonna do here is, I've got the cupcakes here, all going. We're still gonna finish those up. I'm gonna make them really whimsical, very good, and they're gonna look great. Then, somebody had an idea here. They said, Dawn, Nicole Miller sent me this beautiful bottle of rosé wine. And usually, you know, I have to tell you, Al sent the note that said, trust me, it's not pink like usually rosé wines are sweet. And I said, I don't even know. So we went down, dropped it with my friend Demetrius down at the Greek shop. Oh, Surrey wine. I asked him if he knew somebody other Greek guy. Someone not so good around town. Oh, whoops. My kids are like, Mom, just because he's Greek, he doesn't know. And I'm like, oh, whatever, just saying. So we had a ball, and there were like 5 guys there, and like I said, we all had a little bit of this, and just a little pinch, you know, like this amount, and then it was so good. So they thought, why don't you paint the bottle of rosé empty, and then send it out to Nicole. So I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be so great. So thank you for that. It was such a good bottle of wine. I'm trying to mix this, now you can't see because the wine's in the way, but I have the cupcakes here. I'm trying to mix the different colors here because this is such a luscious painting. And I love it. I might not even give it away. I love it so much. But I just had to finish it for you because it's not perfect. It's very whimsical. It's very luscious. It's very, very, very delicious looking. That's what you want. So I'm going to show you my palette here. I've mixed a little blue with some of the red, and blue and red makes purple. You know, so I've got a pretty good color here. You can kind of see it here. And we're going to put that there, and I'm going to put it where I see the darker of the raspberry. I had a little chug of the water from the water bottle. Organic water bottle. By the way, the rosé wine from Nicole Miller, it is organic. So again, you know, there's a lot of people that go organic and they're very picky about what they put in their bodies. And, you know, that's one of the things. Organic's very in right now. So I'm gonna put this darker, you know, where it belongs. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but we're gonna get some shadow going here because there are shadows. I've just got my little Dixie cup of water here, and I have drank in it before, many times. If it's acrylic paint, you won't die. If it's turpentine with oil paint, yeah, you could die, you know, if you had a good gulp of it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna do this serving dish. And I got this at TJ Maxx. You know, in the back, you can get all that stuff. You can get stuff for weddings. You don't need all the fancy stuff. Now I'm gonna fill it in, and I'm gonna do gray because everybody says, well, it's white, Dawn. Well, not really. It looks white, but I'm gonna do it gray. And I've got my little mixing things over here. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to make this thing look real. And again, I told you before I got it at Highland Park Market, there's a lot of bakeries around. I mean, I get a lot of my cakes and stuff at Big Y. There's a lot of great bakeries. There's a new one in Plainville. It's called Boca. It's probably been there for a few years now. That's good. Portuguese bread. You know, I don't like sweet bread, so I don't like that. But I like sourdough, you know, Italian, I don't know. We've been trying some new places lately. One place we learned. So me and my friend and my neighbor, we like to go for a glass of wine. And you know, we love when they pour the wine like this. They just pour it, you know? They know what they're doing. But we don't like when they come around with that little teeny thing. And so first of all, they're wasting, so it's like paper and plastic. They're pouring that into a little thing first. I get it, I was a bartender. You don't want people driving home drunk. But just pour the darn glass of wine. You really gotta put it in that little teeny thing. Well, there's a couple places in town that don't do that, and we've figured out which ones they are. Oh, we don't really like their food, but you know what? You gotta figure out where you like. You know, some people will be like a bakery, and they'll have terrible coffee. I mean, how are you a bakery with no good coffee? You gotta have good coffee. So we're gonna go in and we're just gonna make this plate. Parts of it might be white, but not all of it. Okay, Wayne Thibaud, Thibaud. Fantastic artist. He was French. Speaking of French, my parents are in France now. I think they were in Italy. Now they're going to go to that Red Sox-Yankees game. Prince Harry's going. Can you believe it? Imagine if my mother goes over and tries to get with Prince Harry. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe. Here we go. We're going to put this dish in the background, and we're just going to make it crisp it up a little. I want it to look nice and not like it's not done. So I'm going to put these little things here. You know, if you have a lot of paint on the cupcakes, you're going to want a lot of paint on the canvas. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I've got to bring my son to get his eyes fixed, because unfortunately he must have gotten my eyes. They said, yeah, he doesn't see that well. And I was like, really? He can hit the baseball pretty darn good. But you know what? Maybe he'll hit it better. I don't even know. We play baseball. We love it. Ah, what a great sport. It can be like watching paint dry, you know, unless you get some REBIs and stuff going on. Of course, I know nothing, so I don't really say much. The kids don't like when I say much. I said a lot the other day, though. We were in CVS. It was right after school got out. We're in CVS. We're always there. I live next door. So we go in, and I'm like, James, you know, you want to get a candy over there? And he's like, ma. And then I said to my daughter, Nettie, you want this over there? What are you going to get from, you know, want to get something? So I'm like, what? This is how you act in CVS? I can't believe it. So I got really mad at them. We were heading to Northampton. So I got mad, and I said, this is not how we act in public. I'm supposed to be perfect. Hello, like every other mother. Don't embarrass me. I'm supposed to be perfect. God forbid anybody sees that I'm not a good mom. So that's what I told him. I am supposed to be perfect, and you ruined it. So what I do, I left in the car, and I was screaming at him because I said, you better not do that again. They didn't even understand what they did. And I said, you need to smile and be nice to people. You don't just go, woo. So I screamed at him in the car. And when I yell at my kids, I smile like this. I go, I can't believe you just did that. I'm going to get so mad. Then if any of my friends drive by, they don't know. They think I'm perfect, like I always thought I was. No, I'm just kidding. I think people worry too much. You know, you don't have to be perfect. Not everything is perfect. You want it to be perfect, but it doesn't always work out that way. All right, we need some shadows. So there's going to be a shadow here. I'm making it up. I'm going to pretend that my shadow is coming over here on this cupcake, and it might be going over onto there a little bit. Okay, so we're putting that there, that shadow there. This one is going to have a shadow too, and I think it's going to go like this. And it's kind of fun. You just have to think of where the light's coming from. If it's coming from over here, then all your shadows are going to go the same way. So yeah, we went to Northampton, Father's Day, saw my dad. He's usually golfing, everything. He loves to golf all the time. And he takes the kids. Yeah, he does. Speaking of golf, I went to the Tomaso Drive-In, looking to see my painting that they always hang there. I don't know where it went. Maybe somebody stole it. I've had paintings being stolen. I think 3, maybe 4. Maybe 4 paintings have been stolen. One was stolen at Molino's Bakery. No, Molino's restaurant. Not the guy's fault. It's not his fault. What are you going to do? Plus, I must be popular. I just thought, you know what? I'm not mad. Someone stole my painting. That's fantastic. I mean, people are trying to steal the Mona Lisa. They can't get away with it. Here we go. Now we're going to put this cake stuff. Now we got to make it look like the cake that you make the batter with. So we're going to put that here. Now you might want to go with a littler brush, so we can. So you go in with a littler brush. We might need a bigger boat, however, when we're on the vineyard. I'm afraid. Those great white sharks are everywhere. Like I said. Oh, let's let the 3 black labs just roam the beach at night. Like, that thing is not going to last. So you can't bring your dog to the beach and let him run around like that. No. I'm going to get some more chocolate on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just glob it on here. I'm going to go like this. I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous. I love this. This painting is going to weigh about 20 pounds when I'm done. Oh my God. That is gorgeous. Oh! Wouldn't that be great if I tricked someone and really they tried to pick it up and eat it? Oh, that would be great. I'm just going to round it off a little. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. For those of you that don't know me, I am very nice. And I really try to help people. So a lot of people, they say, oh, what church do you go to? Well, I don't do that. I used to, and then I thought, you know what? I'm learning a lot at church of how to be nice. And, you know, I think I can do that. A lot of people, you know, they get the spirit going very into it. You know, they like that. And I get it, but I don't go. But I do like it. You know, I know what's going on a little. I'm going to mix this white with some of this yellow ochre, and I'm going to get this super nice cake looking thing going, okay? And I'm going to put that around my cheesecake on the edge like this. And then I'm going to put a little bit of it making the lines going down so that it looks like a real cheesecake. And I mean, it's looking good. This thing looks like really good, really good. Then we'll have the 4th of July on Martha's Vineyard. I don't know what to do. We didn't have good fireworks last time. So my brother-in-law, or my brother-in-law, because he's from Boston, he doesn't know how to say that. It's called brother-in-law with an R on the end. Anyway, Peter is his name. Put that down so you can see that. So my sister's husband's name is Peter, but he doesn't go by Peter. He goes by pita, just like pita bread. It's a Boston accent, I'm telling you. Anybody that's from Boston, they don't say scissors, they say scissors. No, they don't say shark, they say shock. And it's not Cape Cod, it's Cape Cod, I think. It's so hard. Lobster roll, I mean, I can't keep up with it. And I tell my sister, I don't even know how you know that. And she's like, I don't know. I mean, I can kind of know what he's saying. I'm like, I don't. So we're going to put some cake in. Sorry, Peta. It will be his birthday, and we hope we go on his boat. We got a nice Boston whaler, I think it's called. I don't know anything about boats, but I think it's a nice one. Let's put a little bit of this cake color going into the cheesecake, just a little bit around. I see my cameras are moving around here. They're so good at this stuff. I'm just so happy that we have everybody helping out over here. My chocolate cake, we've got to make that part. So you're going to go in and get some chocolate here. And again, you're just going to go down on these lines. I use my finger like this to kind of stop myself from shaking and stuff. So what I do is I kind of do that, and it works out for me. Not always perfect, but not bad. And then I can go back, and I can get a little bit more of that white looking, because on the paper, you can see that next to that chocolate cupcake there, there's some white kind of on that paper thing. And you know, if anybody can tell me, why doesn't that paper thing start on fire in the oven? I mean, 425 degrees, you'd think that whole paper thing would just blow up. I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a lot of things I don't get. We're going to go in and we're going to put the paper thing. And it's sort of like a grayish-whitish. So let's do that. Let's put the grayish-whitish, okay? It's going to kind of go over this, okay? It's that paper thing. And, you know, it's looking real. It's looking good. It's looking good. Looking good. Really looking good. Yeah. So I'm going to go over there. We're going to start off in Vineyard Haven. We love it there. But my husband really likes Edgartown. And, you know, there's a lot going down over there. See, I got a job as a teacher in Vineyard Haven. Alan Williams was my principal. He said, Dawn, you have a lot of energy, young lady. I said, really? He goes, oh, yeah. Now tell me, what are you going to do on the vineyard when everybody leaves? I said, I don't know. Paint pictures? He's like, well, it's like a ghost town, honey. Everybody leaves. And then you're stuck with all the people that live here and go to school here. I said, what's wrong with those people? He said, nothing. But there's not a lot of them, because the people that live here, the people that are here during the summer, they don't live here all season. They go back to their other fancy house. So you got to think about that. Now, I'd probably be a fancy rich artist right now, because I'd have all the paintings would all be mine. I could have been doing it for 30 years. But I decided that, maybe he was right. And that's okay. I'm going to try to do my cupcake a little bit more. I'm going to go in with the brown. Kat said we have a ton of time. So you know what? I may as well make this thing look great. And I'm going to. And I do. I have 8 minutes. Can you believe it? So great having these producers. And my daughter, finally, one of these days, she's going to get over here and she's going to start taking classes. So remember, if your dream is to be like a movie camera guy, I mean, I've got friends in the industry. It depends. You want to be the actress, or do you want to not be? Do you want to be the other person? I mean, the camera guy's pretty cool. I would like to know who made that Jurassic Park T-Rex look like it was stomping on the car and eating everybody. Like, hello, that's not acting, because there's no such thing as a T-Rex actor. But that was cool. I'm going to go back in, and I'm just going to make somehow I messed up over here. I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm going to put more globs, because this is a very globby painting, and I kind of like it. And it's kind of looking a little like Wayne Thiebaud. You can look up Wayne Thiebaud. He's a great artist. I think he might be still around. If he is, he's really old. And it's not mean to make fun of oldness. Old's good, especially if you're a painter like me. I'm going to put these globs in, making this look like very, very delicious and very good. I'm going to put in that cupcake part. Okay. Anybody that wants to come on the show, Coachy is coming on the 11th. And the Blues won the darn Stanley Cup. We couldn't believe it. He's going to tell you all about it when he gets on here. And if Nick Bonino, if you're watching with your parents or anything, this guy's like amazing. Really does everything in the paper for the state of Bristol and Bristol Central, Bristol Sports, Bristol Special Olympics, you name it. That guy is your man. He's unbelievable. We didn't have time to paint the Nicole Miller bottle, so that's going to have to wait, because you know what? There's no way I'm stopping now. I am on a roll. And when I'm on a roll, I really like to fix it. So I like to just keep going. I don't know why I'm putting this yellow, but I really love it. This might be a painting that is going to go in my house, because I'm falling in love with it. And people ask me, how do you know if a painting's good, Dawn? And you know what? This is how I know. This is how I know right here. This is a great painting. I might tweak it up a little later, but I love it. It's sunny and bright and cheery, and definitely makes you hungry. So I don't know. Joe was saying they must make these cupcakes on a daily basis. And I was like, yeah, they must. I don't know. Don't ask, don't get. Right, Salisa? I mean, I was with Salisa once. Boat pulls up. Gorgeous. She goes, we'll be on that boat in about 2 seconds. And I said, what? She goes, don't ask, don't get. All she did is introduce herself to the guy. I mean, yeah, she's lovely and everything, but still, she just said, can we have a ride on your boat? Before you knew it, 5 minutes later, we're going down the river on the boat. Oh, it's amazing. So I wish I had some more white, but I don't. But I'm just going to kind of mess around here. I'm using the glops of paint to my advantage here because, you do have desserts that are made with a lot of frosting and stuff. So this kind of reminds you. Also, I do like to use all my paint. I don't like to, recycle. So I want to use all my paint, and I want to get it on there so that I have it. I want my cupcake to be straight, so I want that to be straight, which is not. But I'm going to go in, and I'm going to put a little bit of this kind of Cape yellow there. Let me try it again. Let's try it again. It's so fun. Use a lot of paint. When I was in college, they never let you put a little. They always said to put a lot. And, then you go to elementary school, and you know what they tell you? The art teacher, a little dab will do you. Like, hello? I've been doing a little dab will do you since I was in kindergarten. And then I get to college, and they lied. A little dab does not do you. As a matter of fact, you're not allowed to have a little dab. So, I don't know. I'm used to people lying. That's just the way it is, you know. We're going to put that cheesecake on there. I'm going to go back. This is when you really have fun because you can mix all these together because I'm really going to throw this in the trash can. And you can mix all these together. As you can see, I don't really know what's happening. It's turning like a purplish, but I'm just going to put a little line under here and one under there. Maybe it needs to be a little darker. So we'll put it in darker. I mean, it's great. I hope everybody's having a great summer. You know, it doesn't last that long. Go to lake compounds. Go in the rain like I do. You'll be sure to see me there in the rain. I don't like going. I really don't like the swimsuit section. So when I go in the rain, just saying. So I love it. I think people are a little too crazy with what they wear. I mean, oh. Everybody wears nothing. Oh, ooh. So, you know, sometimes I wonder, and Nicole Miller, if you send me a really nice, stylish swimsuit, I can do the next episode in a swimsuit, as long as it's not nothing. We don't need a string with a leaf. Okay, let me just go back in, and I'm just going to fix up my raspberry, and I'm going to make it look more raspberry-y, okay? If it's going to be more raspberry-y, is that a word? Raspberry-y. I just make up my own words. I always have, okay? I'm going to make up my word. This is going to be a raspberry. I mean, that's all right. He needs a little brighter, so I'll just kind of add some red and give him a little highlight there. There, now it looks like a raspberry. Okay, we need a couple different reds here because, you know, my cherries aren't all the same. So I'm going to go in with this, and I think I'm going to just dab this over here. Okay, we'll dab that here because there's a lot of cherries there. It's very fun to use a lot of paint. You know, I think I'm going to start wearing some weaves and wigs. Yeah, because, you know, if I just put a big ponytail and attached it down to here that hung on to the ground, I mean, all this hair, people are like, oh, look at her, she's gorgeous. It's like, you know what? That's not real. They have fake butts. I'm not kidding. People put it inside your jeans. Why? I don't get it. I'm going to add a little bit more cherry here. Why are people putting fake? It's crazy. I don't want that. I don't get it. I don't want it. I don't get it. I don't need it. I forgot that song, but oh, God, I don't want it. Right. I'm going to just dab up this one. Remember, let us know. Oh, it looks gorgeous. I just want to eat that. Now, here's how I'm going to sign it. I'm going to go in with my pencil, and I'm just going to sign it down here. Nolan, it's not working. I told you, nothing is perfect every time. So what I'm going to do instead is put that down, and I'm going to go back with this little teeny brush. Look at it, it's not teeny. I'm not prepared. I never am. So I'm going to try it again. I think I'm going to do it with this Sharpie. Now, one of the things I always tell people, never sign your painting with a Sharpie. It just screams Sharpie. I'm going to do it. It's in there. It's looking good. Okay. It's in there. And then I'm just going to perch off this Sharpie like this, and I will see you in these stores. Please tune into the Crack of Dawn. See Coachy next week. I'll have a hockey jersey on. I'll be wearing the new St. Louis Blues. And we are going to rock this painting, Jason.